Hello, my friends. Hope that you're having an awesome day. I'm probably you've been using Zoom for quite a while, and every time that you have a meeting, you probably record it. You may be coaching, you may be doing for courses or anything else, but then all of a sudden, you have a ton. Like here, let me just show you. In this account, I have over 122 recordings. So I think the question is, how do I get them down? So normally you will have to go to the specific recording and then you download the files. So you may go and you click on the recording and you manually pick which recording you actually want to download. But what if there will be an easier way that you can take all the recordings and dump them somewhere else? There's a couple of solutions. There's some that are pricey, but I think that I found one that will help you with this. So let's jump into one tool that probably you haven't thought about is Repurpose.io. And this tool is normally used so you can take your content from one platform and move it into another. But one of the options that it has, let me go into connections. I can add Zoom as a source. And I have some of the other ones like Dropbox or Google Drive as a destination. So what I'm going to go through how to connect this from Zoom to Google Drive. I currently take all my content from my YouTube channels or my podcast and I back them up automatically into Google Drive. So the first thing, I'm going to click Zoom. You're going to ask us to create a name for this connection because you may have multiple. So I'm going to put here Zoom. And what this is doing is opening a connection to approve the marketplace on Zoom to Repurpose.io. So make sure that you allow this app to use the permissions like this little tick, allow. So now I have my connection, and what I need to do is that I now need to create a workflow. A workflow is a set of steps. So you click the big create new workflow. I'm gonna call this backup Zoom to Google Drive. You can call it whatever you want to call it. And the first thing that it's gonna ask me is, what is my source? Zoom is my source, where I'm getting data. So it's gonna ask me now if I have multiple. So in here, it chose the only one. If you have more, it will show you more. Now it's asking you, what do you want to do? So in this case, I want to upload the full video. I don't want snippets. I want full video. You're going to ask me the destination. So I'm going to go here. I'll call it Google Drive. And then in here, I can choose a folder. I already created a folder on Google Drive. So Zoom meeting recordings, select. Then I have the option to create a new folder, but because I already chose one, I don't have to create it. So I'm going to go done. So now I have here on the top, you see it detected already that I have 83 videos in the Zoom account. So I'm going to click view content and you see that it's manual. I'm going to tell you why, but let's go and view the content first. So in this case, it's giving me all the different meetings that I have and their time. And one option that I have is that I can schedule that to import that content manually, or I can select auto. Here's what's gonna happen. When you're creating new meetings, you can decide if you want to back that meeting automatically to your Google Drive. If you don't do it, you manually have to choose each meeting so you can sync it. So I'm gonna create, and it's gonna say backup only new content, backup both new and all existing, backup all new, all my existing publish on after a specific date. So let's say that you want to back up just the last year. Again, I don't know if you have a lot of meetings or just a little bit amount of meetings, but you have the flexibility. You can say from when you want to start backing them up. In my case, I prefer that it will start backing all and all new. So in that way, I have a backup. And then I enable auto publish. Here's what's gonna happen. This will now go through the process of starting to back up all that content to your Google Drive. Your Google Drive should have enough space. So if you have the free account, this will not work. You need to upgrade so you can have space, and you can do the Google one. So let me just show you here. If you go to one.google.com and click plans, that will show you their options that they have. You can actually, I have the AI version, so that's a little bit of a different. But if you don't have the one version, you can, for $19 a year, you get 2 terabytes of storage. So it's fairly inexpensive. So let's go right now into our Google Drive. And in this folder, we should start seeing the different recordings appearing. There we go. So they're starting to appear because, again, it's bringing all those copies from Zoom into this location. One detail that you're seeing is that if you have multiple meetings with the same name, they will all appear together, but the size of the video is going to be different. So one of the things that you may want to do is that each meeting, you preface it with probably the date, so you know which meeting you're backing up so you can have them. But in that way, you're going to see that all your content will start appearing. And in this case, I have 83. So this will take some time. But there you have it, my friends, how you can back up all your Zoom recordings to your Google Drive. And there's no limit into what you can back up with this combination. So you need Repurpose.io and your Google Drive. My friends, we'll see you on our next video.